Good morning. Welcome to the 2023 UTHealth Houston School of Dentistry Commencement Ceremony. If everyone would please rise for our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Again, good morning, everyone. I'm John Valenza, Dean of the School of Dentistry and a proud alumnus of the class of 1981. I'd like to welcome all of you here today, as well as those of you streaming this event live. To deliver our inspirational message for today's ceremony, I asked Dr. Ralph Cooley, Assistant Dean for Admissions and Student Services, to please come forward.
Thank you, Dr. Valenza. Good morning, class of 2023, congratulations. This is truly a day of celebration. And for family or friends who are here today, congratulations to you as well. You're the foundation and the encouragement for this group of great doctors that allows this day to occur. It's a great day. I am guided today by the words of my grandmother, who was an English teacher for 45 years, who advised me in public speaking appearances to remember the 3 rules of B. Be interesting, be brief, be seated. I will try to abide by those. 35,000. That's the number of choices that any one person makes on a daily basis. And if you filter that down, it comes to about 2,000 per waking hour, 34 per minute, and almost 3 million over the course of a year. Many of these choices are simple. You've made many of those today. How do we get there? What am I going to wear? What are we doing after graduation? You get the picture. A couple of important choices that you made have allowed you to be on this stage this morning. The first is the decision to be a dentist, to travel down this road to a great profession. I would call it the road less traveled because, in fact, less than 1% of the population will choose dentistry as their career choice. The second choice you made was to choose UTHealth Houston School of Dentistry as your school. And as with any great relationship, that was a two-way choice. First, we accepted you, and then we hoped and prayed that you would choose us, and you did, thereby becoming part of the UTSD family, and we were thrilled. Of the 35 million choices you made that year, that was a great choice. But what about after today? The professional challenges you will face each day will force you to make difficult choices of whether to go down easy roads, popular roads, or roads less traveled. What are some of those difficult choices? They may include the following. Will you always put patients' interest ahead of your own as you take care of them in an ethical, professional manner? Will you give your best effort, 100%, for each patient that's sitting in that chair, regardless of who they are or how you might feel that particular day? Will you support dentistry and give back to your profession and to your community with your time, talents, and skills? These are just a few of the choices you'll have to make in your career, and probably the dilemma of choices and knowing what roads to travel can best be summarized in a 20th century poem by Robert Frost entitled "The Road Not Taken," and I'd like to share it with you at this time. Two roads diverged at a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it met in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere, ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Class of 2023, you've been on a road less traveled the past 4 years, and you've made difficult choices. As faculty, we've watched you grow, make challenging decisions, and become the doctors that you are today. As we celebrate graduation, let me encourage you to follow your heart in decision-making and continue to go down roads less traveled. Not necessarily the most popular roads, not the easy roads, but the roads that you know in your heart to be right, because that will make all the difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cooley. Well, graduates, you have arrived. I know most of you are familiar with the term, "the best is yet to come." It's on a banner that hangs over the staircase in our main lobby. You've seen it. Well, that term certainly applies today, as today is a day to reflect on the past, the present, and the future. We are the oldest school of UTHealth Houston. We are the first dental school in the state of Texas. And today we celebrate the 118th commencement of this great school. Yes, 118 years. And we are a great school, one of the finest among all others. How do I know this? Because of you graduates, our faculty, our staff, our alumni, and of course our family and friends like those seated to my right, in the audience, and streaming live today. So with these thoughts in mind, as you're now ready to walk across the stage and begin that next chapter of your lives, let us begin. I'd first like to extend my greetings to the many honored individuals here today, to, of course, all of our graduates, to all of your supportive family members and friends, and to our dedicated world-class faculty who, along with a tremendous staff, are the foundation of our school. Will all the faculty in the audience and on stage please stand and be recognized? Thank you. I would also like to recognize our graduates who are veterans or about to enter military service. You can recognize them by the white sashes they're wearing today. And at this time, I ask all past, current, and future veterans of our nation's armed forces to please stand and let us recognize you for your service. Thank you. We're honored today to have many distinguished guests with us on the stage, and I'd like to introduce them to you. Guests, when your name is called, if you'd please stand until your row has been introduced and then be seated together. And audience, if you'd please hold your applause until the end. The President of UTHealth Houston, Dr. Giuseppe Colasordo. Our commencement speaker and alumnus, Dr. Duke Ho, whom I'll introduce to you more formally a little later in the program. From UTHealth Houston Administration, Dr. Kevin Morano, Senior Vice President, Academic and Faculty Affairs, Dr. Richard Andrasi, Senior Vice President, Clinical Affairs and Strategy, Dr. John Hancock, Senior Vice President, Research Strategy and Innovation, and Executive Dean, McGovern Medical School, and our school's own Dr. Lisa Kane, Associate Vice President of Faculty Affairs and Development. Dr. Alan Myers, President of the UTSD Faculty Senate. From our alumni associations, Dr. Elizabeth Hunsaker, President-elect UTSD Alumni Association and Class of 1985. And Ms. Lori Jones, President, UTSD Dental Hygienists Alumni Association and Class of 2001. And Dr. Robert Spears, Associate Dean for Student and Academic Affairs. On the second row, from Organized Dentistry, Dr. Craig Armstrong, 15th District Trustee to the American Dental Association and UTSD Class of 1989. Dr. Shelley Seidel, immediate past President, as of last night, of the Greater Houston Dental Society and UTSD Class of 1999. I'm pleased to recognize Ms. Shauna Greer, President-elect, Texas Dental Hygienists Association and UTSD Class of 2016. Dr. David Emmers, President, the Charles A. George Dental Society. Dr. Rodrigo Cabrera, President, Houston Hispanic Dental Association. And Dr. Ashley Marks Lazar, President, Houston Academy of General Dentistry and UTSD Class of 2014. Warm welcome to Dr. Michael Anton, President, and his wife, Dr. Maggie Krofcheck, immediate past President of the UTSD Family and Friends Association, both members of the class of 1987, and his nephew, Nicholas Tipton, is graduating today. And our assistant deans, Dr. Ralph Cooley, whom you've met, for admissions and student services, and Dr. Amity Gardner for clinical education. And to complete my introduction of our stage guests, if the last row of honorees and program directors would please rise as a group, it will be our pleasure to individually introduce them to you during the course of today's ceremony. Thank you. So friends and special guests, thank you all for your support and for being with us today. Every year, the students of the School of Dentistry choose 3 faculty members to receive Outstanding Teacher Awards. These awards are made possible by friends and benefactors of UTHealth Houston and the School of Dentistry. These faculty members were recently recognized at the annual student award banquets. However, I would ask them to please stand and remain standing as I call their names. And audience, if you will again, please hold your applause. The winner of the John H. Freeman Award for Excellence in Preclinical Teaching is Dr. Juliana Barros of the Department of Restorative Dentistry and Prosthodontics. The winner of the John P. McGovern Award for Excellence in Clinical Teaching is Dr. Stephen Lehman of the Department of General Practice and Dental Public Health. And the winner of the Lorna J. Bruning Award for Excellence in Clinical Teaching in Dental Hygiene is Professor Tulsi Patel of the Department of Periodontics and Dental Hygiene. Congratulations to these educators. At this time, it's my privilege to invite Dr. Giuseppe Colasurdo, President of UTHealth Houston, to address our graduates. In addition to serving as our university's president, Dr. Colasurdo is a board-certified pediatric pulmonologist who cares for patients at Children's Memorial Hospital in the Medical Center. He is the CEO of UT Physicians, the medical school's faculty practice, and he holds the Alcalc Williams Distinguished Chair. We so very much appreciate that he is with us today. Please welcome Dr. Giuseppe Colasurdo.
Thank you, Dean Valenza, for allowing me to bring greetings from the university. I do not have 3 Bs, but I will go randomly through my scripts in here. And I would like to start with a V, as in Dean Valenza. He has been our dean for 14 years, since 2009. But I think I've known him for 118 years or something like that. So John, please stand and have our guest here. Thank you for what you do at the School of Dentistry. Let's see, my second is going to be you, as in UTHealth. This is the opportunity I have to describe this university with 6 schools, soon to have a 7th school, covering the entire spectrum of healthcare. We have the only school of biomedical informatics in the nation, recently renamed the Bradley D. McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. We have the MD Anderson UTHealth Houston Graduate School for Biomedical Sciences, offering an incredible platform for biomedical research. We have the UTHealth Houston School of Public Health, with programs spanning the entire state of Texas, in Dallas, in Austin, San Antonio, El Paso, and Brownsville, one of the highest ranked School of Public Health in the nation. The McGovern Medical School, one of the largest and finest schools in the nation. The Sisig School of Nursing, again, one of the highest ranked School of Nursing in this part of the nation. And then we have this amazing school, the UTHealth School of Dentistry, which, as Dr. Valenza mentioned, marks the 118th year, truly amazing what over 10,000 alumni have been doing in terms of contributing to education, discovery, and access to patient care. And our university will soon have a seventh school already approved by the Board of Regents and the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board. And it will be the UTHealth Houston School for Behavioral Health Sciences. This new school will address a major gap in education, workforce, research, and access to care for our state, country, and the world. So let's see, I had a V, I had a U as in UTHealth. I have one more left, and that will be a T for thank you for trusting UTHealth and this amazing School of Dentistry with your education. I have no doubt you will make us proud. Thank you again, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Colasurdo, for your leadership, friendship, and support of the School of Dentistry. I'd now like to present the president of the dental class of 2023, Mr. David LaGuardia, who will deliver the class address. As David makes his way to the podium, I'd like to share with you that he has served as president for all 4 years. He's also been very active in service organizations, received numerous awards, and has a passion for helping the youth of all ages. After graduation, he'll be serving in the U.S. Air Force and stationed at Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland. Please welcome David LaGuardia.
Thank you, Dean Valenza. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and my fellow graduates, my name is Benjamin David LaGuardia, the 2023 dental class president, and I would like to extend my gratitude to y'all for being here to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2023. Graduates, we're here, we made it, we're done. And the best part, we can start making money. I reflect back on these past 4 years with great joy, a hint of trauma, and a lot of nostalgia. I think it's appropriate to say that dental school was the best time that I never want to have again. We struggled and laughed together, cried alone, cried in groups, gave each other therapy because that's not something we could afford, and some of us even bled for this school with finger pricks. But it was all worth it to be here today. And during our time at UTSD, I believe we learned so many profound lessons that we will carry with us forever. Like the importance of choosing who you work with during a competency, or how much we loathe green wax, and the positive effects of online classes and our sleep health. And I guess how to do in dentistry, that's also important as well. But in all seriousness, I think one of the greatest lessons I've learned isn't anything complex, it's very simple. And it's something we've all been told millions of times. But it's one thing to be told something, and it's another to experience and realize it fully. And that lesson is, you're going to be okay. I'm sure somebody has told you in the past when you were sad, like this, you're gonna be okay. And I'm sure you've heard it whenever you were frustrated or angry or freaked out like this. You're gonna be okay. And at the time, you probably didn't want to hear that, and it didn't bring you any comfort. And that's because you don't learn this lesson at the time that you hear it. You learn it after the fact, when you reflect. And the more trials you experience, the more you'll realize how much truth this statement holds. My first experience with this is when I first started dental school, bright, bushy-eyed, and I told myself, I'm gonna be valedictorian. That dream was quickly crushed when I failed our first assignment and I got the lowest score possible on our first exam. You can imagine how I felt. But after a couple of days, I was fine. I got up and moved on, and now use it as a funny story. And this lesson is so important because it teaches us not to contemplate too much on what's already happened, but to be hopeful for better things to come. To look towards better days and to tell yourself that if you keep charging forward, if you don't stand still, if you keep going with as much as you can give, things will work out. And as we leave this life of school that we've all known for so long and enter the workforce, I know it's scary. There are times where you'll question your abilities, you'll question your ethics, your intelligence, and your confidence is going to take a toll. But if you reflect back and focus on the countless times you've made it through, because of your resilience, because of your hard work, and because of your dedication, you've just endured the hardest years of your life, and look where you're sitting now. So take that, charge forward, and know that it may be a difficult road ahead, but at the end of it all, you're going to be okay. Class of 2023, you've been the greatest class this school has ever seen, and that's the truth because all the faculty tell me we're also the best looking class. I'm honored to have served as your class president these past 4 years. I'm honored to be a part of the UTSD family, and I'm so excited for everything that you're going to do and all that you're going to accomplish. Congrats again. Now go out there, improve oral health, improve overall health, and make some money. Thank you.
Thank you, David. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and thanks for a job well done. I'd now like to introduce the president of the dental hygiene class of 2023, Ms. Valeria Zamaripa, who will deliver her class address. As Valeria makes her way to the podium, I would tell you that she has been class president for both years, and like David, was an active member of student organizations, received numerous awards, and is a graduate of UTHealth Leads, a one-year student fellowship program to develop future leaders in healthcare. After graduation, she plans to enter private practice in the Houston area. Please welcome Valeria.
Thank you, Dean Valenta. Good morning, everyone. Buenos días a todos. Thank you all for coming out to celebrate this momentous occasion. As class president, I've been asked to say a few words on behalf of my class. I would say we did it, but I think that's pretty obvious given where we are now. Instead, let me tell you what you might not know. Our class is made up of 28 women, 4 of them who are mothers, 2 of them gained their citizenship over the course of their time here, and today is actually our valedictorian's birthday. Happy birthday, Noy. When we started this program, we were in the midst of COVID, having to sit apart and wear masks. While it took away time from us being on campus, it did not take away from the lessons learned. There was a lot of uncertainty in the future, but today I am grateful that we get to celebrate this milestone in person, sans the mask. Over the last 2 years, I have had the honor to get to know and represent my class. I did not know that becoming president would mean I would become a lawyer, IT support, a therapist, party planner, and I think in some of my classmates' eyes, a psychic who knew all the answers. But thank you for trusting me enough to confide in me. My classmates may not know it, but their stress was a relief to me, only because I related to it as well. To my dental hygiene class, you all are a group of such compassionate women, and I'm so excited to see what you will go on to accomplish. I'm so honored to have been in this class, and so lucky to have been surrounded by women who have lifted me up when I needed it the most. I had my fair share of personal hardships I went through in this program, and always my classmates reached out to me to make sure I had what I needed to get through clinic and didactic courses. Many other classmates also faced personal hardships at home, and always we reached out to ask what we could do to help. One thing is certain, we had each other's back. This is the character of our class. I'm certainly going to miss having 27 coworkers, mutual crying in our clinical operatories, and the post-exam sessions where we tried to figure out each question we got wrong. Not because we were scared of our grades, okay, maybe a little, but because we wanted to learn from our mistakes. I cannot think of a better group of individuals to have gone through this journey with. Today, I gained 27 colleagues, but I'd like to think I'm getting 27 sisters as well. For many of us graduates, today not only marks a personal milestone, but also a pivotal shift within our family lineage. Personally, today, I become the first person in my entire extended family to graduate from college. Thank you. And this is a common theme in my class. Many of us are the first ones breaking barriers for our families. So class of 2023, I implore you that the work does not end here. The community needs more people who look like them, speak the same language as them. Know that you are paving the way for the next generation. It wasn't easy getting to this point. I am a proud daughter of immigrants who were brave enough to leave the life they knew behind to possibly afford me with opportunities I otherwise would not have had. Without their sacrifices and selflessness, I would not be here. It is because of them that I'm standing on this stage today. Soy orgullosamente una hija de padres inmigrantes que detuvieron sus vidas para poder ofrecerme oportunidades que no existen en nuestro país. Mi presencia hoy en este escenario no sería posible sin los sacrificios que ellos pasaron. Mamá, papá, quiero que sepan que agradezco todo lo que han hecho por mí. Aunque mi diploma llevará mi nombre, se lo quiero dedicar a mi familia porque ese logro no es nomás mío, pero de nosotros. Tuvimos obstáculos en nuestro camino, a lo mejor más que otros, pero al final sí se pudo. And of course, I could not end my speech without highlighting the amazing dental hygiene faculty who taught us. Because of them, we received a 100% passing rate on our clinical boards. We thank you for your commitment to fostering the growth of the dental hygiene profession. I'd also like to thank all the family, friends, and loved ones, especially my boyfriend and niece, who sat multiple times in our chairs willing to be poked so that we could get here. I only ask one thing of you all. Don't forget to brush twice a day. Kim Kardashian once said, "It seems like nobody wants to work these days," but we proved her wrong. We stand here today on the cusp of a new journey. Remember that we got here through our own hard work and merit. Congratulations, class of 2023, and happy graduation.
Thank you, Valeria. We're very proud of you and grateful for your leadership during your time here. It's now my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker. In your program, you have Dr. Ho's biography, so I will not read it to you. But even after reviewing the information in the program, one might still ask, who is this guy? Well, I thought you'd like to hear a few less well-known things about Dr. Ho. Don't worry, Dr. Ho. When he became TDA president about this time last year, and as each TDA president does, he wrote a monthly column in the TDA Journal. His contributions were titled Dentist to Dentist. So in preparation for today, I went back and read each one of them, all 9 of them. And in all but one, he started his comments with a quote. What were some of those quotes? Well, let me share them with you. The first one, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain, from the movie The Wizard of Oz. I learned a long time ago that worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. From the movie National Lampoon's Van Wilder. Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss. From the movie Benjamin Button. There's room for everyone on the nice list. From the movie Elf. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. From the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads. From the movie Back to the Future. And lastly, and now the end is here, so I face the final curtain. From the song, My Way, written and sung by Frank Sinatra. Now, if these quotes, or choice of movies, don't tell you what you need to know about our 2023 commencement speaker, I'm sure his forthcoming remarks today will. Please join me in welcoming class of 1996 alumnus, immediate past and first Asian American president of the Texas Dental Association, our friend and colleague, Dr. Duke Ho.
Sorry. All right. Dr. Cooley, you inspired me, so I will be taking the road less traveled, going outside the box, and I am going to take off my cap because I have a big head, and I don't want you guys to notice how big my head is. It's enormous. All right. Dean Valenza, thank you very much. Honored guests, family, and friends, let us congratulate the class of 2023. After many long days of exams, lab work, missed lunches, your day has finally arrived. So give yourselves a hand. While we're at it, let's not forget the families and loved ones sitting here today. They've sacrificed too. Maybe not as much, but they've sacrificed. So let's give them a hand as well. Now, before we get started, let me share a little bit about myself, beyond the quotes and the bio in your program. I grew up a poor immigrant kid in a very average suburb of Houston. And as I've shared in the past, I slept on a pull-out sofa and ate mayonnaise sandwiches growing up. My interest in dentistry was purely accidental, a chance encounter with a classmate at Houston Baptist University while he was on his way to visit his advisor. If luck is when preparation meets opportunity, then I have been blessed with my fair share of luck. Now, as a very proud alumnus, I can promise that I never thought I would be standing here today. As a matter of fact, if you knew me back then, you would be shocked that I'm standing here today. Given that I'm not a super famous actor, musician, or D-list dental celebrity, and yes, they do exist, I can only guess that this university ran out of money for keynote speakers. Just saying. That's true. What's worse, I'm also keenly aware that no one remembers the keynote speaker. I don't remember who spoke at my graduation, and in fact, I sat on stage last year and don't remember who spoke at that graduation. So, knowing such, I'll do my best to make this speech as memorable as possible, share 3 tips to surviving your new profession, while hopefully setting the bar low enough to be the greatest commencement speaker you barely remember. So let's begin. Tip 1, do good dentistry. I get it. This seems like a no-brainer, but I've seen it happen many times before. Doing good dentistry means so much more than just an easy extraction or an easy cleaning or a good-looking root canal. It also means when life sucks, whether personally or professionally, which it will, you fight off the temptation to do just enough, like setting off a bad impression, seating a crown with no anatomy, or rushing through a routine prophy. I remember years ago, I got in this discussion about this very topic with a young dentist. On a Facebook post, he blamed his office, their employees, and his schedule for the poor work he did. He also said he was happy he was leaving because now that he opened up his own practice, he had the freedom to do better work. I argued the opposite. I explained that his excuses were just that, excuses, equivalent to a guy blaming a dating site for cheating on his girlfriend. I know that's a bit graphic, but what I wanted to make crystal clear to him and everyone reading is that within each of us, regardless of where we are or who we're with, is the ability to choose between doing right or not doing enough. Worse, these excuses often make us forget the most important part of doing good dentistry, the patient. You know, the people in this auditorium now. Beyond the actual work, it means listening to your patients with empathy, being clever and thinking outside the box with your treatment plans, and giving them the care they deserve. Now, you'll soon learn that there are a lot of gaggers, a lot of small mouths, big tongues, complainers, and diva patients. Yes, there are tons. Depending on the day and at varying degrees, they will test your patience, drain your energy, and make you question your choice of profession. During these times, I suggest you step away for 5 minutes and take a breath. Put everything in perspective and refocus. This is important because in the end, you have the most control of the outcome. So get rid of the distractions and focus on doing good dentistry. Tip 2, learn how to connect with patients. Of all the things you will hear today, this may be the hardest to do, and I'm speaking from experience, trust me. The reality is you can explain why a tooth needs a filling, a crown, a deep cleaning all day long, and a lot of young dentists and a lot of young hygienists, I'm talking to y'all, will explain it to death, like hours on end to death. But you can connect to a patient, but until you can connect to a patient on their level, it'll be a struggle to get them to do anything on their own, unless they're motivated by pain or looks. I was fortunate to have 2 mentors that literally changed my life, Dr. Gary Welch and Dr. Craig Armstrong. Both taught me more lessons than we have time to share today. However, the most important lesson they taught me is that communication and connections matter, and you can't have either without listening and putting your authentic self out there. That's how you build relationships. For instance, when a mom insists their child start orthodontics, even though I know their home care isn't great, I share stories of young patients who would start ortho with 0 cavities and finish with double digits. Yes, that happens. For patients who may constantly put off work, I tell stories of friends who had wisdom teeth issues and promised to get them out just to have them beg for a referral 6 months later because they never got them out. And now, your library stories may take time to build, so while it's growing, learn how to make small talk by being observant and nimble with your conversations. For example, in the city of Katy, where I practice, patients care about schools and sports. So depending on the time of the year, I'm asking students and teachers where they go to school to break the ice, if they or their kids play sports, so I can talk about how much sugar is in Gatorade, and when homecoming is, so I can tease parents about how much money they spent on those homecoming mums, right? All the conversations have a purpose, and it's to connect on one level or another. By the way, inspiration can come from anywhere. For instance, Chip and Joanna on a TV in our operatory, a patient walking in on crutches, or a young kid wearing a Nirvana shirt knowing full well they have no clue who Nirvana is. Immerse yourself in culture, because those are great talking points. And don't be afraid to jump in on current events, like Taylor Swift coming to town. I milked the Taylor Swift conversation. With adults, I talked about the cost of tickets and the enormously long lines for merchandise. With kids, I talked about her music and the fact that some of her best songs came after breakups. Yeah, it's her. She's the problem, it's her. Pretty good, huh? You're welcome for that. Whether silly or serious, you don't have to talk about dentistry, and you certainly don't have to talk for an hour. Please don't do that. As a matter of fact, I don't care if you're from a rural town in East Texas, close to the border in McAllen, grew up a poor Asian kid listening to rap music like me. You must be willing to get out of your comfort zone, have conversations, and put yourself out there to anyone and everyone. Now, quickly going back to mentoring, keep in mind, you don't have to have mentors to be willing to learn. You just need to be willing to learn. So ask questions, listen intently, and remember, learning can take place anywhere and with anyone. As a matter of fact, some of the best lessons I've ever received took place at a dinner with good friends. So don't be shy and ask everyone. And yes, there are stupid questions, for sure, no doubt. But who cares? People who care about you don't care what you ask. So just ask while you're learning how to connect with patients. Now, lastly, tip 3, get out and give back. Even though there are tons of dentists and dental hygienists out there, dentistry itself is a small world. Worse, it can be lonely at times, especially if all you do is focus on what's happening within the 4 walls of your practice. And trust me, that's easy to do. A procedure doesn't go as planned, a patient's mad because now they have pain when they didn't before, or someone just has a bad attitude. These make for long, emotionally draining days. So don't let loneliness, mediocrity, and monotony steal your soul. If misery loves company, then you need to find a ride or die friend. Now, your ride or die friend is there to listen and empathize. As importantly, you must do the same. You have a horrible day, running behind schedule and nothing's working out, that ride or die friend is there to listen, not judge. They have a horrible day, you listen, not judge. You both have crappy days, have a couple drinks and listen to each other and not judge. There's so many ways to do dentistry, so many outside factors, and always so many opinions. And oftentimes they can all be right. So just listen and don't judge. Quick side note, your ride or die friends aren't found on social media. That's where all the haters are, waiting to nibble away until there's nothing left of you. And there are tons of haters out there. They'll criticize your practice model and even where you work. None of that matters as long as you do good dentistry. So be picky about your ride or die friends. Now, once you have a tight-knit group together, get out and give back to your profession or community. Volunteer your time to donate free dental care, serve on a school board, or get involved in organized dentistry, such as the Texas Dental Association. Shameless plug. You will meet more people than you can imagine, and those relationships will enrich your life. Give of yourself, not in words or keyboard complaints, but rather in deeds. Put yourself out there, even if it means getting uncomfortable. Here's a crazy idea. Teach. Sweet Jesus, not tomorrow, all right? But maybe, just maybe, in a few years, see if you have something to offer your future colleagues. The point is, giving of yourself will reinvigorate your soul and break up the monotony of dentistry. So get out and give back. Now, in closing, I'd like to ask 2 small favors. First, I'd like each of you to look around and take the time to soak in this moment, because today is no ordinary day. It's the end of your 4-year journey and the last time you will all be together as classmates, as a family, with shared struggles and shared dreams. Relish this moment, because this will never happen again. Secondly, as corny as this sounds, I'd like for each of you to look forward, not at me or this stage, but at the future. Close your eyes. Look through us and envision opportunity, your new family, your new practice, and your new community. Take a second. Get lost in your thoughts in this moment, because today also represents the beginning of the next chapter of your life, limitless potential. Don't be afraid, but be excited to embrace your future and the responsibility that comes along with it. Never forget, you are part of a profession, not a trade. So protect it for the next generation. Treat it with the love and give it the respect it deserves. Your journey will be long, filled with both highs and lows, victories and defeats. I know this because I've lived it. I've experienced the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And soon you will experience the same. So remember, do good dentistry, learn how to connect, and get out to give back. Best of luck, and always know I'm here for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ho. Just a little memento of our appreciation for being here today with us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks again. Okay, before the presentation of diplomas, will the classes of 2023 candidates for graduation please rise? Dr. Colasurdo, on behalf of the faculty of the UTHealth Houston School of Dentistry, I certify to you that all of the candidates who appear before you have or will complete all requirements for graduation. Would you please confer the degrees and certificates?
You're almost there. By virtue of the authority vested by the law on the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System, I now confer upon each of you the respective academic degree and/or certificate for which you've been recommended, with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Colasurdo. Okay, let's now turn our attention to the primary reason we are here. At this time, I ask Dr. Robert Spears, Associate Dean for Student and Academic Affairs, to step to the podium to announce the names of the candidates.
Well, here I was thinking I was about to be greeted with big applause, and instead I get a crying baby. Such is life, such is life. Hello, graduates, faculty, administration, stage party, family, friends, pets. Oh, where'd the dog go? Oh, well. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Everyone has played a role in getting to this day, and I want everyone to understand that you've played such a significant role in that process. One thing I want to do first is, sitting here on the stage floor, on the sides, you'll notice there are people in typically black jacket of some sort with a burnt orange shirt. That's our staff from the Office of Student Academic Affairs. This event could not have happened without all the hard work, the efforts. You've come in and seen all this and go, yeah, that's really nice. They did a great job. You saw everything out in the lobby. It's because of all of their hard work and efforts. On the floor also, we have several people who are in white shirts, black pants or such. We have multiple students. Most of these are from our leadership here within the school who've been here today, volunteered, took their time out. They're on break right now. This is a significant event they want to be a part of. So please give a big round of applause to all these individuals. Thank you. You know, I was trying to think of things relative to all the graduates, because it's always such a momentous occasion, and the word that kept popping into my mind was resiliency. Think about everything that you've had to go through in whether it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or such of the program. COVID. I know I'm not supposed to say that's a 5-letter word, but you know, COVID, ice storms, all the different things that have been thrown your way, and you've overcome them all. It says so much about you, the journey that you've gone on, the process you've made towards that. I know you're proud, but please you should be incredibly proud of being here in this moment. Two things I've talked about in your time here at the school. First is UTSD family. I hope that you recognize walking out of here, your family doesn't end when you walk out after graduation. Like it or not, we are your family going forward. Please keep in touch with us. Let us know about your successes. Let us know about things that happen in your life. In these times you've been here, we've had weddings, we've had births, we've had citizenship events. So many things that we've been able to share with you. We don't want that to stop today. Keep coming back, keep giving back, as Dr. Ho mentioned to you. Lastly, so sorry. Who knows what'll hit you at any time? What have I said to you every day? Are you making progress towards that degree? Today, the answer is yes. So with that, I'm pleased to announce the names of the graduating classes of 2023. Dental education at UTHealth Houston School of Dentistry is often a family tradition, and as such, some of our following graduates will have their diplomas or certificates or hoods presented to them by a family member, some of whom are alumni of the school. First will be our dental hygiene program. So, will the candidates for the dental hygiene degrees please come forward? That's you. Dear God, Spears. So I've noticed that there are several children, younger people out there in the audience. Think about dentistry. Think about dental hygiene. We need you. Back at you. So as they are coming up, first will be our certificate in dental hygiene. Dr. Nikola Angelov, Chair, Dr. Victoria Petronova, Director. Presenting the degrees, or the certificates for this case, will be Dr. Victoria Petronova and Professor Tulsi Patel. Rachel Marie Dowd. Ms. Dowd will receive her certificate from her father, Dr. Michael Dowd. Come right here. Anam Khan. Oh, one thing I didn't mention. Please, y'all make as much noise as you want to make, all right? This is a big arena. It can handle it. I was hoping the dog comes back in a moment so we can get some appropriate barking at the right time. Next is the Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene degree. Dr. Nikola Angelov, Chair, Dr. Victoria Petronova, Director. Presenting the degrees will be Dr. Victoria Petronova and Professor Tulsi Patel. Cassandra Baumeister. Andrea Valentina del Carmen Contaste. Say that 3 times really fast. Linda Cortez. Trinity Alexis Curry. Peyton Carolyn Dow. Ms. Dow will receive her diploma from her father, Dr. An Dow. Stephanie Diaz.
Glad you were here. We were waiting for a minute.
Lily Den.
Hello, Claudia. How are you?
Claudia Espinal.
Hi, Natalia. Congratulations.
Natalia Frausto.
Big smile.
Lauren Frazee.
What a good-looking group.
Lynn Hawkins. Laura Mi-ing Nguyen.
You're so easy.
Michelle Patricia Leon.
Hello, Moondoggies.
Ana Patricia Mendez. Graciela Mendez.
Big smile.
Denise Mesa. Elissa Twee Nguyen. Tammy Nguyen. The birthday girl, Noor Nimmer. Also want you to know Miss Nimmer is the class valedictorian, so we recognize that. Samantha Madeline Paredes. Sandra Perez.
Hi, Jessica. You're still excited?
Jessica Rojas Garcia.
The other Stephanie.
Stephanie Vasquez Castillo. Valeria Zamaripa. Alexis Vanessa Zelaya. Lizette Zuniga. Next is the Master of Science in Dental Hygiene degree. Dr. Nicola Angelov, Chair, Dr. Victoria Petronova, Director. Presenting the degrees will be Dr. Harold Henson, Program Director. Elizabeth Alvarado. Desiree Hernandez. Courtney Ruth.
Hi, Megan.
Megan Williams. I'm now pleased to announce the names of the graduating class of 2023 to receive their advanced education certificates and Master of Science in Dentistry degrees. The candidates who come forward. So first up is our Certificate in Advanced Education in General Dentistry. Dr. Gary Fry, Chair. Dr. Sudarat Kiat Amue, Program Director. Dr. Heather Athon. Dr. Bo Chow. Dr. Ala Kabara. Dr. Lance Myers. Next is the Certificate in Endodontics and Master of Science in Dentistry degree. Dr. Timothy Kirkpatrick, Chair and Program Director. Dr. Leticia Chavez de Souza. Dr. Justin Fang. Dr. Ingmar Andrea Hernandez. Dr. Mansour Safter. Endodontist, huh? Dr. John Tyler Vogel. Next is the Certificate in Pediatric Dentistry and Master of Science in Dentistry degree, Dr. Gregory Olson, Chair, and Dr. Bhavini Acharya, Program Director. Dr. Matthew Feiner.
Big smiles.
Dr. Sunitha Nicole Henderson. Dr. Liliana Radoslavova Popova. Dr. Megan Kylie Thorburn. Dr. Reva Tharika Walker. Dr. Leila Zoranich. Next is the Certificate in Periodontics and Master of Science in Dentistry degree, Dr. Nicola Angelov, Chair, and Dr. Srinivas Ayilavarapu, Program Director. Dr. Kearney Chang.
I'll you come back another degree so I can do this one more time? No? Don't say never.
Dr. Mary Jung. Dr. Jayen Julie Tan. Dr. Tan Dr. Tan will receive her diploma from her mother, Dr. Sha Tao. So families, that's a really high bar that's been set there. I'm just saying. Dr. Li Wang.
Joy?
Next is the Certificate in Prosthodontics and Master of Science in Dentistry degree. Dr. Maria Loza, Chair. Dr. Maria Gonzalez, Program Director. Dr. Joy Dang. Dr. Dang is receiving her diploma from her wife, Dr. V. Jung. Dr. Mesa Kevani. Dr. Natalie Pereira Sanchez. Dr. Sylvia Saponaro Vargas.
Y'all ready? Big smiles. Excitement.
I'm now pleased to announce the names of the graduating class 2023 to receive their diplomas for the Doctor of Dental Surgery degree. Handing out the diplomas will be Dean John Valenza, assisted by Dr. Amity Gardner, Assistant Dean for Clinical Education. The dental graduates will be hooded on stage by Drs. Juliana Barros, Doug Bogan, C.D. Johnson, and Shelley Patel, each of whom has been selected by the dental class for this honor. Group practice directors for the DDS program are Drs. Elam Habasi, Dan Bentley, Elizabeth Hamilton, Steve Lehman, and Karen Wirtz. Dr. Ali Al-Hatem. Dr. Al-Hatem will be hooded by his sister, Dr. Ola Al-Hatem. Yeah. Dr. Shaylee Hodge Allen. Dr. Dominique Angel Angibo. Dr. Laura Arstow.
Take your time walking across. It's your moment.
Dr. Megan Pranav Bhakta. Dr. Bhakta is being hooded by her sister, Dr. Shrina Bhakta.
Who's had jobs on each other?
Dr. Erica Bowman. Dr. Thalen Bowman. And if you were wondering, yes, husband and wife. Dr. Renee Lynn Browning.
Is the dog back? No. The dog. Is the dog back?
Dr. Bethany Burgess.
Good looking girl.
Dr. Ingrid Eugen Choi.
Hi, Hoban. Hey, Mackenzie. How you? How's everybody doing? Still excited?
Dr. Hoban Chun. Dr. Mackenzie Clayton. Dr. Ayushi Rohan Dalal. Dr. Jacob Dalton. Dr. Nuri Darmesh Dawadi.
That's a good smile.
Dr. Nu Dao.
Hello, Megan Michelle.
Dr. Meghna Michelle Dara.
No Diaz, just Martin Taylor. Okay, I want to make sure. That's how I wrote it.
Dr. Esmeralda Diaz Marcantel. Dr. Marcantel will be hooded by her husband, Dr. Grant Marcantel.
Congrats. Oh, what a group.
Dr. Tuyet Doan.
Big smile.
Dr. Jason Dodge. I love graduation. Dr. Arthi Ilingo. Dr. Ethan Ellis. Congrats.
It's gone good, but I don't want to get cocky yet.
Dr. Jiled Garza.
So easy.
Dr. Samantha Ray Godet.
Got it.
Dr. Alyssa Guerra. Dr. Henny Gutman. Dr. Gutman will be hooded by her mother, Dr. Rosario Gutman.
Just hiding, right? No cut. You want cut, baby? Okay.
Dr. Caroline Cutbirth Hyduke. Dr. Cutbirth Hyduke will be hooded by her father, Dr. Mance Cutbirth.
Last chance for Jefferson.
Dr. Tyler Henthorn. Dr. Teresa Hill. Dr. Hiba Yazbek Holscher. Dr. Megan Hovland Simpson. Dr. Amber Hua. Dr. Tanner Hutchinson. Dr. Bridget Huen. Dr. Christy Wen.
Y'all ready?
Dr. Hiroshi Isago. Dr. Artur Yakubowski. Dr. Rena Keitholil.
Just keep breathing.
Dr. Justin Kong.
Where are you going after graduation? Where are you going to after graduation? I'm in for lunch or something.
Dr. Gazia Cosme.
Last chance, I can still do David if you want.
Dr. Jade Kelly. Dr. Yoel Ephraim Kidone. Dr. Soo Hyung Kim. That's a lot of lung power there. Dr. Clara Colmetz. Dr. Pooja Krishnaswamy.
Take a moment.
Dr. Benjamin David LaGuardia.
Is the baby here? I want to see this.
Dr. Chloe LaRosa Folson. Dr. Laith. Dr. Laith will be hooded by his uncle, Dr. Ali Albir. Dr. Koi Kim Lee. Dr. Lee will be hooded by his mother, Dr. Hong Lin Wen.
Ready?
Dr. Tan Van Lee. Just one moment, procedural. Dr. Jane Lee.
Thanks, Grace.
Dr. Ryan Lee.
Walk slow.
Dr. Lee will be hooded by his father, Dr. Kevin Lee.
Yeah. Now, it's your moment. Take your time going off there.
Dr. Nazira Amani Lewis. Dr. Macy Lynn Long. Dr. Julio Flores Cruz. Dr. John Luck. Dr. Luck will be hooded by his father, Dr. David Luck.
A couple of easy names, and I get the soul one coming out.
Dr. Jasmine Susan Luke. Dr. Ashley Matthew. Dr. Salman Zahir Momin.
So who is your middle name from? Who did you get Adair from? What'd you do? It's your Adair is your middle name, right? Your dad. Yeah.
Dr. Sidney Adair Moy. Dr. Moy will be hooded by her father, Dr. Brian Moy. Dr. Mary Catherine Shelton. Dr. Shelton will be hooded by her brother, Dr. Colin Myrick. Oh, come on, say, ah. There you go. Dr. McClure Brewster Neuroth.
Hey, Pamela. Smile. Don't be nervous. Enjoy the moment.
Dr. Kara Wynn. Dr. Vincent Tien Nguyen. Dr. Madeline Oles.
It'll be a second. It'll be just a moment. Dr. Johnson always takes long.
Dr. Janki Patel. Dr. Sonambin Patel. Dr. Taylor Pettit.
All ready?
Dr. Peter Fan. Dr. Jacqueline Fan.
I think in that diploma, I think inside of yours, there's a bill to pay for that gate that you.
Dr. Andrew Phillips.
Walk slow.
Dr. Elizabeth Pullman.
I should have got Dr. Patel to teach this group how to hood.
Dr. Joshua Calvin Raby. Dr. Kayla Rankin. Dr. Diego Javier Rivas. Dr. Rivas will be hooded by his mother, Dr. Carolina Febres.
Hello, hello. Where's your families? Where are your families? Do you know where they are?
Dr. Anissa Rodriguez. Dr. Hannah Rowe. Yeah. So Dr. Rowe will be hooded by her mother, Dr. Deanne Gallup, and her father, Dr. Asa Gallup. A mother-father team. Dr. Shadon Rupani.
So everybody's in line.
Dr. Britton Linnea Rushing.
Sawyer, how you doing? Good? Everybody's doing good?
Dr. Parnian Salahi. Dr. Sawyer Grayson Sams. Dr. Benjamin Scarpino. Dr. Mostafa Shiki. Hey, Chandler. Ryan, y'all doing all right? Take your time. It's your moment. Dr. Chandler Smith. They've been waiting a long time. Dr. Ryan Ray Smith. Where's the fam? Where's your family? That's on. Dr. Jared Sturgar. Enjoy the walk. Dr. Retta Syed. Dr. Nicholas Tipton. Dr. Tipton will be hooded by his cousins, Dr. Bobby Anton and Dr. Sam Anton. Dr. Tien Tran. Dr. Tran will be hooded by his aunts, Dr. Tinao Tran Roncone and Dr. Michu Tran Shell. Dr. Mao Trong. Dr. Jackson Valencia. Dr. Sarush Vasigi. Dr. Austin Jeffrey Viskowski. I got a good chuckle out of that when they told me what it was. I'm like, I like the shoes. Dr. Stephanie Vu. Dr. Vu will be hooded by her fiance, Dr. Alexander Kai. Dr. Chuan Vu. Dr. Hannah Walsdorf. Bro, I'm feeling you, let me tell you. Dr. Kiwi Wang.
Look for the dog. The dog didn't come back.
Dr. Jason Workman. Dr. Workman is the valedictorian for the class of 2023. And this might be a first for me. Dr. Mary Yunan Raouf. And Dr. Raouf is being escorted by Georgie. Thank you, Georgie. Dr. Sarah Zoe. To all of our graduates, best of luck, best wishes, stay connected to the family, keep in touch.
Thank you, Dr. Spears. So graduates, indulge me one last time by rising. Let me be the first to tell you, you look marvelous. Congratulations to you all. How about turning and facing your family and friends in the audience? Thank you. Please be seated. Dental and dental hygiene graduates, it's now time to repeat the pledge and oath you recited at your respective white coat ceremonies. To lead the dentist pledge, it's my pleasure to invite to the podium Dr. Elizabeth Hunsaker, President-elect of the UTSD Alumni Association.
Good morning. Once again, my name is Liz Hunsaker. I'm a very, very proud alumnus, class of 1985, University of Texas School of Dentistry, Houston. Congrats to this class of 2023. Job well done. Congrats to your parents, your family, your friends who have walked this walk with you. They're to be commended. I'm here on behalf of the Alumni Association for UT. It's that you're now officially a part of. It's you too, so welcome aboard. Throughout the past 4 years, your Alumni Association has supported you in many ways. We've fed you, we've clothed you with your white coats, we've offered you some continuing education, and supported you through lots of different ways, and hope the generous support was from other dentists. And as you go out in the real world, don't forget where you came from. Remember to give back. It's really important. So dentists-to-be will benefit just as you did. We ask for your support, for sure. You chose a wonderful profession. You deserve to be proud. You'll make people healthy. You'll make people happy. You'll make people smile. It's very rewarding. I know. I'm a little bit experienced. I've been at it 38 years. So at this time, if all dentists in the audience and if all dental graduates could please stand, turn to page 20 in your program, and just recite along with me the dentist pledge. I, as a member of the dental profession, shall keep this pledge and these stipulations. I understand and accept that my primary responsibility is to my patients, and I shall dedicate myself to render, and to the best of my ability, the highest standard of oral health care, and to maintain a relationship of respect and confidence. Therefore, let all come to me safe in the knowledge that their total health and well-being are my first considerations. I shall accept the responsibility that, as a professional, my competence rests on continuing the attainment of knowledge and skill in the arts and sciences of dentistry. I acknowledge my obligation to support and sustain the honor and integrity of the profession, and to conduct myself in all endeavors such that I shall merit the respect of patients, colleagues, and my community. I further commit myself to the betterment of my community for the benefit of all of society. I shall faithfully observe the principles of ethics and code of professional conduct set forth by this profession. All this I pledge with pride in my commitment to the profession and the public it serves. Thank you. Your future is very bright. God bless all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Hunsaker. At this time, I ask Ms. Lori Jones, President of the UTSD Dental Hygienists Alumni Association, to come forward to lead the dental hygiene oath.
Thank you so much, Dean Valenza. Good afternoon, graduating class of 2023. On behalf of the Texas State Board of Dental Examiners and the UT Houston Dental Hygiene Alumni Association, we are so excited to be welcoming you into the profession, and we're glad to be able to honor you and your accomplishments today. This wonderful city and surrounding areas may be home to many of you, and for others, it may have become your home during your time here at the dental branch. As you embark from here into your professional career, I want to encourage you that no matter where the path may take you, or new cities you may come to embrace, that you will always keep the words of the Dentist Pledge or the Dental Hygiene Oath close to your heart. At this time, I would like to ask that the dental hygiene graduates and all dental hygienists joining us today to please rise for the dental hygiene oath that can be found at the back of your program. Please recite along with me. In my practice as a dental hygienist, I affirm my personal and professional commitment to improve the oral health of the public, to advance the art and science of dental hygiene, and to promote high standards of quality care. I pledge continually to improve my professional knowledge and skills, to render a full measure of service to each patient entrusted to my care, and to uphold the highest standards of professional competence and personal conduct in the interest of the dental hygiene profession and the public it serves. Thank you, and again, congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Okay, as we're now at the end of the ceremony, graduates, how about one last exam? One last competency? So not knowing what Dr. Cooley and Dr. Ho were going to say, I think they've prepared you well. I only have 4 questions for you to ponder. And since they say, or Dr. Ho especially said, that most of us don't remember what was said at the commencement address, sorry, Dr. Ho, I'm going to post these questions to Instagram for you to always keep with you if you'd like. Ready? 4 questions. Here we go. Number 1, how can you use your skills and knowledge to improve the lives of others? Number 2, what can you do to continue learning and growing in your profession? Number 3, how can you use your role as a dental professional to advocate for important causes and issues? And last but not least, how can you maintain your sense of purpose and passion in your work? I know you won't have all the answers today, but I'm confident you're ready to begin answering these questions and others as you begin your professional life. And as you begin your professional careers, as has been said to you before, please know that UTSD will always be here for you. We want you to stay connected. You've heard that word many times today. You'll find UTSD on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Flickr, probably ChatGPT now, and of course in real life on the corner of Cambridge Street. And let me encourage you all as you post images and comments about today's event to use hashtags, We Are UTSD, Class of 23, and UTHealth Houston. Look also to your respective alumni associations, dental societies, and professional organizations to maintain friendships and build new ones. Congratulations again to all of you on this special day. Through your hands, your knowledge, your skill, and most of all, your hearts, remember our vision: improving oral health, improving overall health. So I challenge you to take what you've learned and make it happen. This concludes today's ceremony. Thank you all so much for coming or watching online. A special thanks to our music ensemble, Paragon Brass, and to the staff of the Office of Student and Academic Affairs, the PACE Center, and the Office of Development for making it happen. Audience, we do ask that you please remain seated until the graduates have exited the auditorium. Have a wonderful rest of the day and a safe trip home. Thank you all.
Thank you.